Let me show you two tools that are great for tracking progress and then sort of analyzing YouTube. The first one is a website, and it's socialblade.com. This is a really popular tool, and it's fantastic for looking at different channels and looking at sort of their growth and their daily sort of influence. So one of the people that we've looked at before is Justin Odisho. All you have to do is just type a name in the top left and then select it. And what you'll see right here is that we actually have a rundown of all their statistics. So you see we have how many uploads they have, subscribers, video views, their ranks, their views per 30 days, subscribers per 30 days, estimated yearly earnings. And these are pretty accurate. I'd say take it right about halfway, a little lower than halfway, and that's where it kind of lies in the accurate range. So that means he probably makes somewhere close to 50 to 60,000 a year from his channel. You can see that's the monthly earnings. And then down here it has a chart of how many subscribers he's getting a day, his daily averages, daily views. And what it shows you is it gives you this graph. And I find this graph one of the most important things. Because if you take this graph and then, for example, you go to youtube.com and search for Justin Odisho, what you can do is you can kind of create like this little analysis. So if I like bring this to the right and I bring this one up to the left over here, what I can do is I can go into his profile and sort of try to time up some of this stuff. So if I go into the videos, I can try to go down and you can see it's 3 months ago. And if we do a little bit of math, you can see that he started taking off right about 2016, December 2016, which is just about 2 years ago from this date. So if we go back to 2 years ago, we can actually see what he was doing at that time and maybe check to see if there were any trends behind what sort of made him popular. And that's what I like to do with a lot of different YouTubers, is I like to sort of go back in time and check out their videos. And you can see this is where he started to get popular, right around here. And so right 2 years ago. So this is basically right where he started to get popular. And you can see that what he was doing was he was posting very, very consistent tutorials, just of a whole bunch of stuff. And it took him probably, there was maybe 200 or 300 videos up there. So it probably took him about 215 videos to get to his popular phase. And you can see that he took all of this time right here. And it was just sort of moderate growth over all of this period. And then he sort of exploded here at the end where all of his videos sort of came together. He had maybe a series in here that pushed him to the top. You can sort of just analyze this and figure out what made him popular, what are some of the things that he might have done that I can do, and sort of reverse engineer his success. And that's great to do on a lot of different channels. Like if you go to Corridor Digital, for example, you'll see that maybe look at some trends in them, and they're just called Corridor now. You can kind of check through theirs, and you can see the subscriber counts, and you can see there's a lot more jagged because they kind of come out with quote-unquote viral content. They just create a really neat video once every 2 weeks, and it kind of reflects that right here. But you can also take a look back here at some of the monthly views and monthly subscribers and try to digest and sort of dissect what they did as well. So it's a fantastic tool right here to use. I use Social Blade all the time. I check my channel, I check other people's channels that are same or similar to me, and I figure out how are we doing, how am I doing compared to them, what are some of the things they're doing right, what are some of the things that I can do right. And then the second thing I want to show you is this app called vidIQ. It actually is a website, so if you go to vidiq.com, it's a website that you can sign into and you can view different things, and there's a whole pricing scheme. They'll help you out if you, so basic is what I'm running, but you can go higher at Pro, Boost, Enterprise. They have a lot of neat little features, and they can do some things like helping manage your YouTube channel. However, they have a neat plugin to add on the vidIQ add-on, or the extension is what they call them in Chrome. All you need to do is click on this 3 dots over here, go to More Tools, and then Extensions. And from here you can scroll down to the bottom and click Get More Extensions, which will bring you to this basically web page. It's like an app store for Chrome, and then you just need to search for vidIQ right into here. And you will see that it is right here. Just add the vidIQ vision. Make sure it's the one offered by vidiq.com, not by some random person who created a secondary one. Make sure it's this one up here. Now, the problem is that this sort of add-on is only available on Chrome. So if, for example, you go to Firefox, we can see that they have a developer account on Firefox. However, they have not developed one yet. I'm sure it'll come out pretty soon because they're starting to become more and more popular. So they'll probably develop this for Mozilla in the future. But for right now, you have to use Chrome to get this. So if you see up here on the top, it gives me the views in the last 60 minutes and the views in the last 48 hours, and it sort of goes through that stuff up here, and it'll give me a rundown if I go over that. And then if I click on any video, so if I click on this video, for example, what it's going to give me is it gives me a readout on the right side of how many views per hour is this getting, how many views has it gotten so far, what's its vidIQ score, SEO score, so it'll rank you as you're like putting in the tags and stuff. If you're going to good places, you can go into video tags and see where it's ranking the best. So if you put how to use LUT in Premiere Pro, it's number 9th. How to create LUT in Premiere Pro, it's number 3. And you can sort of look at this video. This is also a great way to look at videos to piggyback off them. So whenever you look at the video, you'll see that this is getting 1.2 views per hour, and then it ranks 3rd in how to create a LUT. So maybe creating a LUT, how to create a LUT in Premiere Pro might be a good video for you to create. But you'll notice that it's not going to get a ton of views. It'll get some views, so it's still a good content to create, but maybe it doesn't get as many views as some other topic might. So checking this out, looking at these sort of channels and looking at their videos with vidIQ and Social Blade, you can sort of digest and dissect the channels and figure out maybe where they're going good, figure out what tags they're using, and just sort of that stuff. So these are great tools to look at that stuff. They're great tools to continue your growth, and they're great tools to analyze your own growth.